Good morning and welcome to News First Prime Time Sunrise.
Hello there, very good morning and welcome to News First Prime Time Sunrise with me, Shane Silva. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. President instructs officials to inquire into issues in the telecommunications sector. The government allocates 4 billion rupees to purchase paddy. Chairman of the Federation of Container Transport Owners Association interdicted. Tunisia's president vows to fight terrorism following an attack in Tunis. And India face Bangladesh in quarterfinals of the Cricket World Cup today. President Maithripala Sirisena has instructed officials to inquire into the issues that have arisen in the telecommunications sector and provide recommendations in this regard. The President made this statement while addressing a special meeting with officials of the Telecommunication Regulatory Commission.
The meeting was convened to discuss issues faced by the TRC subsequent to the interim budget of the government. The President had pointed out during the meeting that the tax imposed on telecommunications service providers was for a short period and that solutions will be provided through government intervention. Minister of Finance Ravi Karunanayake, Chairman of the TRC PB Abekon and Director General MM Subair were present at the meeting.
Another story that made the headlines this morning. Now the government has allocated 4 billion rupees in order to purchase paddy. Minister of Food Security Gamini Jayavikrama Perera says that these funds will be distributed amongst the district secretariats after consulting the Prime Minister in this regard.
Following the directives of the Prime Minister, the Treasury had allocated 4 billion rupees for paddy purchasing purposes. We have informed the Divisional Secretariats to give the Ministry 2 days notice if there is a shortfall in the funds provided, as there could be a delay in the process. The allocated funds will be remitted to the relevant Divisional Secretariats once we are provided with the money by the Treasury.
The chairman of the Federation of Container Transport Owners Association, Udeni Kalutantri, has been interdicted from work. The trade union was chiefly responsible for the recent strike action that was launched by container lorry drivers obstructing the entry route of the Colombo port near the Ingrukare junction in Colombo. Speaking to News First, Udeni Kalutantri stated that he was interdicted as a result of engaging in a trade union action.
The Federation of Container Transport Owners Association stopped transporting import and export goods with the use of our vehicles. They have interdicted me subsequent to the strike action. According to the norms, they should inform me, at least record a statement when such an incident occurs. But with the good governance society we live in, we see that it is deteriorating.
News First made inquiries with the Sri Lanka Ports Authority in this regard. Speaking to News First, a senior officer stated that Kalutantri had been released only for trade union activities. It was also noted that the recent strike action was not connected to the Ports Authority and that it was organized by an external party. The strike action that was launched by container drivers was halted after a court order was issued. However, the senior officer of the Ports Authority stated that Kalutantri was interdicted as the strike was unlawful. The cultivation of big onions has commenced in the northwestern province. However, farmers in the area state that although they are not familiar with the farming techniques, they are looking forward to a successful cultivation as they are acting on the instructions of the Ministry of Agriculture.
The main challenge faced by farmers is the lack of quality seeds for the cultivation of big onions. The farmers in the northwestern province have taken steps to overcome this shortcoming. Accordingly, a trial plantation has been set up in the province for this purpose.
The farmers themselves have started to produce their own seeds. In the future, cultivation will be undertaken with our own seeds. India has stopped exporting seeds to us, so we will have to produce seeds on our own in Sri Lanka. It is a great effort we must make. In fact, the provincial director said that the seeds they produce exceed their requirements.
The farmers point out that if the government supports them in this endeavour, they will be able to expand their production scheme.
Even though we had training from representatives of the Department of Agriculture, we had no practical experience in this context. If we were not given the training, we would have thought that we would never achieve this feat. But now we are encouraged to go ahead with this.
The employees who lost their jobs with the textile factory in the Tulhiri area in Pugoda was shut down have received compensation. The compensation was provided under the patronage of Minister Wijayadasa Rajapaksa.
The compensation payments were given to employees who lost their jobs after participating in a strike in 1978. 25,000 rupees was paid as compensation. 2,396 is not a small number. The jobs that are lost are jobs that provided a livelihood to thousands. This is a small payment. I do not think this will suffice, but this payment is made for the next generation. We know that this sum is not enough. I appreciate the fact that the payment was done as means of justice and not as a financial solution.
The Ministry of Health has taken steps to implement an all-island dengue eradication week.
The ministry says a week from the 26th of April will be declared a dengue eradication week. Director of the Epidemiology Unit of the Ministry of Health, Dr. Paba Paliwadana, said that the aim of the program is to eradicate the spread of dengue as a result of the inclement weather conditions forecast for the month of April.
A person who had 23 fake notes in his possession was arrested in Kegol yesterday. We contacted police media spokesperson ASP Ruan Gunasekara in this regard.
Before yesterday in Kegol, a suspect has been arrested with a forged 5,000 note while he was trying to pump in fuel at a fuel station in Kegol town. After questioning the suspect, and police has arrested another suspect with 22 forged 5,000 rupee notes. After that, the suspect was produced to Magistrate Court Kegol and he was enlarged on bail now. The second suspect will be produced to Magistrate Court Kegol today. We are requesting the public to inform the nearest police station if you receive suspected notes.